Hey everyone, we are back in the village of Ledford today. I'm going to show you this house in front of us. It's a great little place, loads of land, nice location, beautiful views. I'm standing here on the road, this way down towards the centre, and this is the road out of the village towards other villages like Stadane, Radovec, Dovishki, Mogila. And yeah, as I said, we're kind of right on the edge here, even though we've got houses in front of the property, like it's a south-facing property. And down that way in the south there's another property, and there's a few more houses up here to the north of the property. But what I mean is we're on the edge as in this side. I mean, there's no other houses this way. We're not blocked in on this side, on the east side, and it runs from the corner of the house all the way up here. You've got some garage space in here. You've got some double gates leading into kind of farmyard area, which I'll show you in a minute. But while I'm here, I'll just kind of give you a bit of a better look at the kind of location that we're in. Behind the house this way you've just got an orchard, and then there's fields. You've got almond orchard here on the left, mixed fruit orchard on the right here, a few little cows in there grazing, and yeah, your property here runs up to these barns, which are yours. Fortunately the roof here is folded, and while I'm here I'll try and show you that a little bit better. But yeah, unfortunately that roof's going to need repairing. As you can see, the stone walls are pretty good, so it acts as a nice boundary if you just want to keep the walls. You've got beautiful views over that way, you can see the forest, amazing views over the village, and amazing views this way over the hills. This is the start of the Sakar mountain range here, and we are surrounded by beautiful nature, beautiful forests, beautiful lakes, loads of fruit trees. Is that an apple or a pear? I'm not sure. Plums, figs, mulberries, walnuts. Big apricot tree in the front, I'll show you in a minute. While I'm here I will show you this. We're in the middle of July. It's about 36 degrees today. It's really hot and everything's really overgrown now. Lovely big mulberry tree there as well. When it's this hot, I'm not wearing anything apart from Crocs and swim shorts. I mean, I'm wearing a t-shirt too, but you know, I'm not wearing socks and boots. I'm not going to try and walk through this amazing meadow. You can see these beautiful yellow flowers here. They're actually quite spiky, so I'm not going to walk through the whole land as I would normally like to in these videos. I'll try and show you what I can when I can. So here we are, this is the barn I was talking about, and I just showed you from the other side, and unfortunately that roof there has collapsed. But you can see the walls are pretty good. Had some chicken sheds here, and I will go and show you the good half of that barn from the other side. I'll walk around and I'll show you that in a moment. It's a big plot, it's around 1,500 square metres. You've got an aviary over there, and if you can see the properties in the distance, that's kind of as far as the land runs. There's actually a stamp here on this part of the building. It says that this garage was built in 1999. I'd expect the rest of the house was probably 1950s, 1960s. The stonework's really good. You see most of it's built with granite. The inside walls are built with terracotta, and some of the front wall is as well. You can see a little bit of cracking up there, and I'm going to be showing you the walls in as much detail as possible because there is a lot of movement and it's more visible from the inside than the outside. There's a few reasons for that, and one of the big ones being that there's no guttering on the sides or the back of the house, only on the front, which means the water's just running straight down into the foundations, and I think that's probably what's caused a lot of the movement. You've got kind of parking space along the back of the house here if you want to. You can park on the road if you want to. You've also got the garage space, as I said. It is a fairly quiet road, however there's a diversion on it at the moment. It has been for the last 6 months to a year. So there's a little bit more traffic coming up here than normal, but still it's relatively quiet. So through the gateway here, I'll try and show you a little bit more of the garden before I get inside the house. Nice spot here. This plum tree is absolutely full of red plums. This is a massive apricot tree, creating a lovely little shade outside the front of the house. And Kaisiya is actually the Bulgarian word for apricot. Got a nice sort of summer kitchen area around here with an outside sink, and over here you've got your well. And there is water in the well. It went a long way down. I was surprised how far it went down. I haven't got the key to the garage and to this barn, but you'll be able to see the photos. I managed to reach inside with the camera and take a few photographs for you so you can have a look at that. That's your kind of summer kitchen area. You've got a path running up here which I'm going to try and walk along to show you this barn. So if you can see the neighbour's house over there, that's how far the garden runs down. Right to the back of these barns, and over there to that aviary you can see. And then down this way towards the road. And again, just beautiful views. The camera never really does it justice, but there really is some nice views around here. I'll do my best to walk this way. I'm sorry about the jumpy video. It's a bit jolty with me trying to walk through some of this. This is the only toilet on site at the minute, so you've got this little outside toilet here. While I'm here, I wonder if I can just show you the aviary slightly better. I think that's as close as I'm going to get. But here we go, this gives you a better feel for the layout of the land. You see the building there, you can see the walls are good, you see the roof's pretty good. And while I'm here, I'm going to try and walk along just to show you inside this barn. So here you can see this is where it started folding, and this chimney here is going to collapse. That needs to be taken down. So if you want to rebuild these, it's not going to be too much of a problem. You can cap these walls and go off the top of these walls again. Or if you just want to keep, I think at the very least, I think most people are going to want to keep these back walls along the border, because it's beautiful stonework and they're in pretty good condition. It's just the roof that's come and some of the inside walls. And yeah, that's what I was showing you again, just to have a look from the other side. It's a beautiful day and it's photographed really well, this house. I think the photos look really nice, so do have a look on the website. Got some more information on there. Don't think I mentioned yet, this house is going up for 21,000 levs today. So I think, well, let me try and give you a little bit of a better view from the house while I'm here. Let me just see if I can walk into the garden a little bit. There you go, big walnut tree at the end there, lots more wild plums, pears down there. Can't see, that might be another apricot tree. There you go, just nice to see the house from the front a little bit. As you can see here again, mostly granite work on the outside of the house. You've got fairly good concrete floors throughout most of it as well. You come through here into this kind of conservatory space. I think you're probably going to want to replace this at some point. Very old traditional metal work with thin glass, but it's a great conservatory space to have. Great reception room. Through here into a large hallway. Got a kitchen area at the back here with sink, hot water boiler, everything's included. I don't know how much of it you're going to want to keep and how much of it you're going to want to use, but it is kind of sold as seen. First room here on the right. Now downstairs, I have to say, the walls all look pretty good. There's a little bit of cracking to see. I mean, you might just pick up this one here, it's really quite minor. What I found quite strange is that there's a lot more cracking on the inside than the outside. I think that would indicate that largely it's probably wooden lintels above the doors causing problems like this. So potentially worth replacing those. And you can see how thick these walls are. I mean, that's probably 60 centimetres thick there. And again, you know, a little bit of cracking above the doorways, which indicates to me that it's wooden lintels. In the upstairs, it looks a lot more severe, and I'll show you that in a minute. So down here you've got concrete floors in this room, concrete floors in the hallway, and I think in the next room I'm about to show you through there. The first room I showed you, I think that's probably earth floors still. I'm not sure how this is going to pick up. Not very well, I'm sorry. I forgot my torch again. I did take some better photos with a torch, so you'll be able to have a look at these rooms. There's a window there through into the garage that you can drive off from the back of the house. And this is just a storage room for your jars, pickles, preserves, all that kind of thing. Upstairs connected via an outside staircase. And you've got these big metal bars across the windows and doors. I'm told that during after the collapse of communism, you know, there was a lot more problems in the country. There was a lot of problems with theft and that kind of thing, and that's why, unfortunately, a lot of people put these on. It's really not a problem anymore. Really don't need them, but that's why you'll see this on a lot of these properties. I wonder if I can show you. Just wanted to show you the views. Really beautiful views of the hills and the forest up that way. So we come upstairs into another large hallway. Plenty of room in these hallways to put a wall from, you know, just on this side of the door across. A lot of people are turning this space into a bathroom or a study or even a kid's bedroom. These wardrobes are great. We kept ours. Everyone's got these wardrobes over here, but we kept ours, repainted it. A lot of people are doing that too. I think you've had a bit of damp coming through this window at some point, and let's wash the plaster off there. But you'll see a lot more cracking up here, so where a lot of the walls meet, let me just try and show you here. Looks a little bit more severe around there. Again, a bit of damp's come through that window. This window has actually been replaced. Only window in the house, you've got double glazing. And I can show you now some of these plums I was talking about, if you can see. Not really, doesn't focus very well, but yeah, again, just show you some of the views. So again, up here, cracking's much more severe. You're definitely going to want to hang new ceilings, and again, I think the cracking above the doors, just wooden lintels. I'm not sure what's causing this in the centre of the house. As I mentioned before, you've got no guttering on that side of the house. That's definitely going to have caused some movement. Over here, I don't know if I've explained in that many videos, but it's to do with the ground being so dry. Like we've not had any rain for 3 weeks, and it could be another 6 weeks before we get any rain. The ground really, really dries up, and then in the winter it's so wet, and it's to do often with parts of the ground drying up quicker than others, water sitting in one place. You don't necessarily have to underpin it, you don't even necessarily have to put drainage around it. As long as you're getting the water flowing away from the foundations, having some kind of runoff along the back of the house, putting some guttering that's directing the water away from the property. You could solve it all just by doing that. And that was personally what I would do. I'd make sure the water's all running away from the house, I'd fix it all up, I'd monitor them, see how much worse it gets, but I think you're probably going to be alright. Second bedroom through here. Again, a lot of it's above the doors. Lovely big rooms, really high ceilings, about 3 metres tall I would say, these rooms. You've got nice wooden floorboards in this room. The last room I just showed you, you've actually got concrete floors. And then, unfortunately, another dark room here, another storage room. You can pick this one up a little bit better. Storage room through here. So you'll notice, quite common in these, that you have a room like this with no ceiling. And what this is good for is that I can show you the roof a little bit in a bit more detail than I could normally. We can see a little bit of light coming in here around the chimney, and probably a tile that's been dislodged up there. But the rest of it looks really dark when I'm looking down into above the other rooms. And I have to say that the timber work looks really good. I'm surprised for a house that's in this kind of condition. Normally the roof would need more repairs, but I'm going to say that you'll definitely be able to keep this roof as it is. Again, my opinion I'm just giving you my opinion. I'm not a builder, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a surveyor, but my opinion is that you could probably take off the tiles, replace any wood that's got damp, and refelt it, put the tiles back on, reseal the ridges, flashing around the chimneys, fairly basic work like that you should be able to do for a couple thousand lev. And as long as you keep on top of the maintenance, it should be absolutely fine. So there we have it, that's Kaisiya house in the village of Levka, up to date for 21,000 levs. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got any questions at all, you can leave a comment down below. You can get in touch via email, via our website, via Facebook. The links are in the description of the video down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. There'll be lots more coming soon, so I'm sure we'll see you again very soon in the next one.